Jackson, okay.
This is what's so funny is that we're all like in.
I'm in a dress.
Speeding up.
We're really dressed up for this video here.
I
I got a dress on. We got Christmas jammies. We got sweats and basketball shorts.
This is the real Drift Town.
Yeah, this is
the real Drift Town right here.
This is who we are.
Actually, he didn't have jammies, so we put him in a white onesie and sweats.
They're in the dryer. Anyway, welcome to our channel. And this is...
And I fell down the stairs when we were at church.
That's true, he fell down the stairs today at church. Which, by the way, he fell down the stairs at church last week, too. So.
2 times.
Anyway, alright.
After I warned him to.
And if it looks weird where I'm looking, I just realized I was looking at the viewfinder the whole time.
Yeah, the camera.
Anyway, okay, well, welcome. This is our first video in our infertility series, I guess you call it.
Well, we're doing the adoption series too.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our family. I'm Shawnee.
Jordan, Jackson.
Carter.
Okay, so we thought that it would be appropriate to post this video now because today is the start of National Infertility Awareness Week. For those of you who may not know that, and this year's theme is called Listen Up. So listen up to our story, everyone.
Listen up!
No, but really, there's a few reasons.
Hey, don't hurt him.
Don't touch him. There's a few reasons why we decided to start this channel. First of all, well, really, first I started this channel because Carter and I decided to start doing some activities and things that we find on Pinterest, which we will continue to do.
Don't hurt
Hey,
Carter.
don't do that.
Jeez, Louise.
Oh my gosh, this is so hard with kids. Once again, real life. So yeah, so we'll continue to do like things that we find on Pinterest and stuff, but I've always felt like I wanted to share our story, and I mean our family and close friends know. They know what we've been through. Some of them may not know everything that we've done, but when we were going through our infertility stuff and our adoption stuff, I read so many blogs and I looked up vlogs on YouTube of people, and it was so helpful for me. And so I really am hoping that we can maybe provide help or some hope for other people or those of you who may be struggling right now with infertility.
Anyway.
This is going really well. Anyway, we just wanted to start the video off with our kids because we just want to show that what we went through is hard, but it was all worth it because these cute, well-behaved children are here with us. We're going to take a little break and we're going to go put these two in bed, and then we will finish so that you guys maybe can hear us. Okay, say bye to everyone.
No.
Say see you in more videos.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, that's better.
Okay.
Yeah. Put them both to bed. So I have notes because a lot of this stuff was, well, actually we kept a blog. I kept a blog before Carter was born, and I can't find it, and it got deleted. So Jordan and I sat down and we talked about, tried to remember everything that happened before Carter, but luckily I did have everything, a lot of stuff written down from after Carter. Jordan and I met in the end of the summer in 2007, and we were married in 2008, in March of 2008. I know that's really fast for some people, but
I had the ring as soon as let's see, it was a month after.
Yeah. I'm that cool, guys.
So
I did go on birth control.
we actually got in an accident on the way to her birth control appointment.
Yes, we did. Yeah, that was a bad day.
Terrible day.
It was a really snowy day. Okay, so this is gonna get real personal, but we're okay with it. So, just a little background. I have never had really a regular cycle. I go months without a cycle, and so we knew that beforehand. We decided to go on birth control. I started out with a patch of some sort. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was a patch, and then a couple months after, I did the patch for a couple months, and then I went to the NuvaRing for a few months. And we decided in November of 2008, so just not long after we got married, that we were gonna stop birth control because we just felt like we were ready to start trying. And we have family members who have struggled with getting pregnant, and so we just kind of started thinking about that, like, well, what if it does take us a while, then, so let's just start now. So anyway, so we start trying in November 2008, and we tried for a few months. I think it was just a little less than a year. We still weren't pregnant, and so I decided to make an appointment with my OB to go and just talk about it and see what he thought. So that OB found, sorry, I'm doing all the talking.
She's gonna do all the talking anyway.
Sorry. So the OB found that I had abnormal cells on my cervix, and so it was just an in-office procedure, and he just froze off the abnormal cells, which, let me tell you, was not fun, and it hurt. But
In-office procedure though, it was
quick. It only hurt for a minute, and then we were done. But still, it was no fun. Then he talked to us about, well, I think we may have started Clomid and done a couple of months of Clomid, which sucked. Clomid is awful for me, and I'm sure maybe it's different for everyone, but
she's a bear cat,
Jordan.
pretty much. I mean, if you
Poor Jordan.
But I mean, whatever. I mean,
It's a side effect.
The thing is with Shawnee is all I had to do is, hey, snap back into reality. No, nothing's terrible. Your life is fantastic. You know, and just talk her back into it. It was fun. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Really.
But I was just
yeah,
moody.
it was.
I was just very moody.
It was
and
interesting.
like the littlest of things would like make me very upset. And the hot flashes were insane. Like insane hot flashes. So I did not like Clomid, and we probably did about 6 months on Clomid, which they actually say that you shouldn't do more than 6 months on Clomid. I can't remember why, but they said that. So then this same doctor ended up doing a laparoscopy, which is they make a small incision and take, there was an incision, if you don't know, and you're thinking about getting one, through my belly button, and then just right at the...
It says pubis, I guess you would say, but anyway.
He's in the medical field, so he says
yeah, but it just in the area there, right above the pubic bone.
In the area there.
Above the pubic bone.
Anyway,
it is.
very small. I don't even have the scar or anything. But anyway, so they take a camera in and they can go in and look at your uterus and all that fun stuff. So when he went in and did that, he did find a little bit of endometriosis that he just was able to laser it. He had made it sound like, okay, that could have been it. You know, we just needed to take care of that, and now
ready to go.
Ready to go. So we were very hopeful after that surgery. So we continued just to try on our own. Probably did a couple more Clomid cycles, and it didn't work. So at that point, we felt like it was time to probably go see an actual fertility specialist. And Jordan...
Well, yeah, just to pursue something. Anyway, I saw a gal in the ER one day. We thought this was, you know, just kind of like... it definitely led us to what happened, but we thought this was a big thing, you know, and that we were being led and guided to this guy, a doctor up at the university. But a doctor up at the university. So we you know, got arranged that, and my buddy that I saw in the ER, she had nothing else
Like
but great things to say about him.
Which
so,
is good. It's important to
yeah,
get
absolutely.
You know, good referral. So
Yeah.
so we went to see this doctor. We ended up doing 2 rounds of IUI, which is intrauterine insemination, for those of you who may not know what that is. All it is you take, sometimes they'll just have you take oral medicine, which with these 2 IUIs, that's all I did was oral meds, and I don't even remember what he had me on. And then you go in on a certain day of your cycle, and the sperm is, Jordan does his thing, which we'll do a video on that later. Well,
Yep.
He'll talk about that experience.
Yep.
Because I'm sure you all want to know. But, and then they just take the sperm, and everybody calls it a turkey baster, which I guess is kind of what it's like. And they just put it and inject it into the female. So that's what IUI is. Anyway, and that's probably a very bad description, but you can go look it up if you want to know.
I would suggest you look it up.
Anyway, so neither of those rounds were successful, and I remember that Jordan wasn't with me when I went in for this appointment after our second one didn't work. And we sat down in his office, in the doctor's office, and he told me that we were not going to get pregnant on IUI. Like, IVF was the only way that we were going to be able to get pregnant. And I just had a weird feeling while I was there, and I just, you know, and he was a good guy, he was very nice, but I just didn't feel like he cared.
A connection.
Much. And it's probably not that he doesn't care, he sees so many women, but...
That's true too, but the other thing is
you just
our first visit with him, he said that my sperm count was fantastic and blah, 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 blah. And then that last one, he goes, well, since Jordan has issues with his sperm count. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about?
So we just felt like he was flip-flopping.
I don't know. It was
just
really weird.
Anyway, so I left that appointment really upset, crying,
and
told Jordan I didn't want to go back, and so
well, we were done. This is the thing. We were done with that, and we were just gonna. We were thinking, let's just do IVF. We'll save up. We'll try. We'll think about doing IVF. We'll think about doing adoption, and we'll just kind of go from there. Whatever. We'll pray about.
Basically, we wanted to take. We were ready to take a break. Like, it was. Yeah. If you're going through infertility right now, and even if you're not, just know that it is such a roller coaster of emotions. Yes. There are highs and lows. You get excited, and then it just brings you right back down. Well, and it's really hard. So we were just like, we need to take a break. Like, the
worst part about it too is that Shawnee would feel like she was changing, and oh man,
I always thought I was pregnant.
I think there was something going on, exactly. And of course, she would take a birth control, or I'm sorry, a pregnancy test, and the next day she'd start a period. Of course, the pregnancy test was negative.
You guys, it always happened that
way.
I would always
every single time,
take a pregnancy test, and either later that day or the next day, my cycle would start. Like, it was so.
It just wasn't fun.
Anyway, okay, so we decided, well, let's take a break, and I had not graduated from college, and so I decided, well, why don't I go back to school? So I registered to start in January of 2012, and I started going, and 4 weeks into the semester, I decided to take a pregnancy test because I had been feeling kind of nauseous if I didn't eat like often throughout the day, and I hadn't had a cycle for a month. I didn't have a cycle. I had a cycle in November, and then I didn't have one in December. This was towards the end of January. So I decided I'll just take a pregnancy test, and it was positive.
Which was really funny because that day, it was a Saturday, I still remember. Saturday, I had not heard of any of those symptoms and stuff. And actually, up until this point, I'd never heard of that. that you were having those issues. Anyway.
Yeah, does it?
Yeah, I never knew that. So, so anyway, but it was funny because I was playing video games downstairs because we lived in a townhome, and she was upstairs, of course. I was downstairs playing video games, and she calls down and says, "I'm pregnant," and we were using the Ollie Dollar pregnancy test. And so we're sitting there going, well, boy.
Well, it's like the lines, and sometimes you're
the
like,
lines, I don't know.
Is that
I said, whatever, I'm going out right now. I'm going down the store. We're going to get a nice pregnancy test.
So we got the clear blue digital test that either says pregnant or not pregnant. And I took 2 of them.
And both of them
they both
said pregnant.
I remember just being in total shock. Like I said, we were told that there was no way that we were going to get pregnant without IVF, and to do it, we were on no fertility medicine, nothing, and we got pregnant. And I hope that by us telling you that, especially those of you who may be watching who are struggling with infertility right now, I hope that doesn't, make you feel bad, or because we know how you feel. We've been there, and it was just a shock for us. It was unexpected, but it was obviously one of our greatest blessings that we've ever received, and we're extremely grateful for Carter, and that we had a good pregnancy and everything went smooth. Okay, so we decided that we are gonna split this video into 2 different parts. So, because it's kind of long. So the first part, so watch part 1 and then watch for part 2 to get posted. And yeah, once again, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thumbs up, guys. Subscribe so you can see part 2.